Hey there, welcome to a 4-Minute Friday, and this week's sales tip is to do with prospecting, and particularly prospecting on LinkedIn. I want to share with you a little tactic and strategy that I think will really help improve your outreach if you use LinkedIn as a means of doing that. Now, before I do that, my name is Brian Conway from 𝗬𝗂𝘂𝗿𝗄𝑥.co.uk. I'm the founder of Top Line Transformation, a program for businesses and highly ambitious sales people who want to see a significant increase in sales and to do that quickly. This is 4-Minute Friday. If you've not joined me before, where I take a few minutes on a Friday to share with you a tip, strategy or tactic and something that will help you make more sales. And this week, as I said, I want to talk a bit about prospecting. And this is something I was talking with a coaching client about yesterday. We've all seen on LinkedIn, you get a connection request, and as soon as you accept, you get a message come through that says, hey, why don't we connect, get a meeting, and I can tell you all about what I do for you and how you can become my client. Nobody's really interested. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they do. And straight away, they're trying to get a date with you, if we want to use that as a metaphor. And it's not appropriate. So a tip that I think can help in that instance is remembering that firstly, LinkedIn is a networking platform. It's not a sales platform, it's a networking platform. So it's about networking with other people. And the reason you connect with other people is to network. So a better way might be, when you do connect with people, is to take what you do and ask, like you might do at a physical live networking event, if they know anybody who might be interested in the product or service that you offer. So for example, if you go to a networking event, you will typically be sitting around the table, and at some point in proceedings, you start giving people referrals. But to get referrals, you have to say what you're looking for. So you might this week, for example, be saying, I'm doing a promotion on, well, an example, another client of mine does renewable energy, sells all the solar systems. They've just become certified as a Tesla battery reseller. So they may sit at a networking event and this week say, I'm looking for people who have a solar installation already, but would like to increase the storage capacity and the amount of energy that they can put into batteries, because we're doing a promotion around the new Tesla battery, which we've just been certified to sell. So I'm looking for people who are looking for additional storage. So that's what you do. And then if people know other people that have a solar installation that might be interested, they would obviously give you the referral. The way this works on LinkedIn, or can work on LinkedIn, is if you say, or let's say I'm looking for people who are interested in significantly increasing their sales revenue in the next 3 to 6 months, then I would say, if you know anybody who that might be of interest to, I'd really appreciate you maybe setting up a connection or at least referring them my way, because that's what I do and appreciate that. If you could help, and if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Right, so I'm not trying to sell them on it, I'm just letting them know what I do, but in a way that's more referral and more in line with what LinkedIn was developed for. What you might find is, if they are running a business, as an example, and they're saying, well, I wouldn't mind increasing our sales and revenues in the next 6 months. That sounds interesting, Brian. Perhaps you could tell me a little bit more about it, or send some information over. Or send some information over and I can then forward it to anybody I know. At least then you're starting to get materials or information in front of them that tells them more about what you do. But it's a much softer, much more aligned, as I said, with the purpose of LinkedIn, rather than just getting that immediate cold pitch from a total stranger. I mean, even now, people are connecting. What I do is I look at their profile and I straight away see why they want to connect, and I usually decline. Unless I truly feel it is somebody I would want to network with rather than somebody who's going to try and sell me something. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. Try it and let me know how you get on. As always, please do like, share, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'd appreciate it. And have a great weekend. But more importantly, as I always say, next week, think about that, and I hope it really helps with your prospecting, finding more sales opportunities and growing your top line. Take care. I'm Brian Conway. Bye-bye.